And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another week, another edition of the WardiTV Mondays, number 34. I'm, of course, just VIP with you. I'm joined by these amazing players, by the people in chat, and by my plushies as well. Welcome, one and all, to your weekly dose, of WardiTV action. Here we go. We are jumping into our first series, exclamation mark B in the chat. If you guys want to have a look at the bracket yourselves, the bracket is stashed, the bracket is live, and we are jumping into the round of 32. And this morning, in the top left-hand corner of Pylon, we have the Polish Protoss player, the green Protoss, representing Streamer Zone. It is Gerald. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Blue Zerg, the Blue Zerg player for the Platinum Heroes from land of the UK. It is Eba. It's Eba, Pappy. Let's go. Playing Zerg. He's crazy. He's not playing random. Of course, we featured Eba over the weekend as well in Sparkling Tunica, where he played random and he rolled Terran 3 games in a row. It was very smudge. He was very upset. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. But here, playing his main race, playing Zerg, of course. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we jump into our PvZ. Let's go. Game 1 to be on Pylon. Pylon is going to be an interesting one here, considering the Pylon is it one of the middle of the road maps here in the map pool? Kind of. It is a larger map. It's a wider map at least, but the attack path is very direct here on Pylon, so aggression can be favored. We have seen players already make use of this and go for some all-ins on this map. We've seen a lot of German taxis, Queen walks across the map, Roach-based all-ins, Ling Hydra-based all-ins. I feel like have a lot of potential here on a Pylon. We'll see. We'll see how Eba will approach this. As I'll be honest, I haven't casted Eba Zerg in quite some time. I'm curious how he compares. I'm curious how he does perform. Ooh, my apologies. We'll get rid of the tuna after this. Of course, we casted the Sparkling Tuna Cup yesterday and did leave the logos mod on, but we'll remove it for the WardiTV Monday. We'll get around to it. Until then, Hatchcast full standard opener out of Eba. Likewise, Gerald's going for a Stargate opener as well. Nothing crazy. We don't really expect anything crazy out of these two, or at least out of Gerald. Eba at times can be hyper aggressive, so we'll keep our eyes on Eba. And from the side of Gerald, we should just be seeing Stargate into a third base, into +1 and Blink, into a standard mid game. I say that Gerald, he has been known to mix in charge Archon based compositions in the mid game. He has been known for that, so that's another thing to keep an eye on from the side of Gerald. We'll keep an eye on him. So, Zerg, true. Also, welcome to all those in chat. I see share my papi, share my welcome. Bienvenidos, No Screen, Wormshik, Noam Chomsky, The Walk as well. Babylings for coming first, for being the first verified quacker. Welcome. Good to see you all. Always. I see Sidecons in the chat. Trish. I can't. Trish 6. I'll stick with that for now. God damn it. These Polish names, I can't handle it. Regardless, we are going to be settling in, and again, we still have a full bracket ahead of us. After this series, we'll be switching our scenes. We'll catch up on the brackets and figure out where we are and where we are headed, and what we can expect as well. There are certain players that are regulars, of course, in this tournament, but there are other players that are missing. There are some players that are missing here from today's broadcast, so we'll be going over that as well. Until then, Oracle. Until then, Stargate opener into the Oracle, so no surprises here. Again, Gerald is going to be rushing across the map. Likewise, back at home, going for his third base, saturating, probing on up. Likewise, Eba is doing the same. Getting ready here, the spores are on the way. We have 2 queens and a spore at the natural. We have 1 queen, 1 spore in the main. Second queen is on the way, and Eba should be fine. He should be secure. Oracle does find 1 drone in between the bases. Not bad. He gets 1, he gets 2, he gets... Oh god, he gets 3! The Oracle getting more damage than what should have happened here. So 4 drones going to be going down. Brutal damage. Stasis trap into the middle line. Eba, he does pull away in time. Thankfully, oh no! Jesus. Does pull away in time. Doesn't take too much damage from the stasis. But again, 4 drone kills is pretty nice from Geralt, getting a 5th drone towards the end. Eba, he had all the tools to defend, but unfortunately, there was a position here in between the bases, and Geralt, he found so much damage. Getting up to 7, getting up to 8, denying mining as well. Oh my god. This is becoming far too much very quickly here. 9, 10 drones. 10 drones going down. Ay. for what initially was meant to be a solid defense here has all fallen on his face, and Eba is in a rough position. 10 drones going down, lost mine time as well. From here, Eba, he can try to stabilize, but recovering from here, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. Eba, he has a lot of droning to do, and we may just go for an all-in at this point. Right now, Eba is droning. True, he's droning. He's getting another base. He has no lair. He has no way to go for an all-in. There's no lair. There's no gases. There's no roach warren. At this point, Eba, he is going purely into Ling Hydra, which does have potential. So he's setting up for Ling Hydra, but Gerald's not done. Gerald, he's not done. The depths are moving out. Now, because Eba lost a bunch of drones, what's happening? He's redroning, right? He has to spend his lava to redrone, to resaturate. Because he's redroning, that means his ground army is lacking. He does have some links to work with, but the depths are here, oracles as well, and Eba is still in trouble. We'll see if Eba can keep up. So our adepts, they threaten to shade into the main. They do not commit. Now going for the fourth. Keeping tabs on Eba. So far, Eba, he is able to keep up. So far, so good. Safety Baliness is on the way. Behind this, Gerald's going for a +1 blink into Temple Archives, into Storm, which is the go-to. Likewise, oracles, they dive in. They do get one of the queens. Yeah, they get 1, 2. They can get the final queen as well. There's no transfuse. And the oracles, they will not go down. 3 queens fall. Again, this is getting out of hand. Snowballing very quickly, out of control. And again, as one oracle finally does. Oh god, one oracle goes down. The last wants another queen, and he will get it. Getting how many queens? 4. 4 queens going down. 10 drones, 4 lings. And Eba at this point, I feel like, has to commit. Eba is taking another expansion. Go Eba, he's almost like he's playing like a laser. Almost. Where a laser, it's not uncommon for a laser to lose like 20 workers in a game, but because he's purely redroning, like he can sustain those kind of losses. Here Eba does go for a massive link counterattack, gets us around, but the oracles, they trade so well. The Archon finally does fall. But so many links just went down. Maybe behind this, going into his Hydras. Eba cutting workers at 71. That is just over 3 base saturation. Eba taking his gases, massing up Hydra. Now, I don't expect Eba to get an infestation bit. I don't expect Eba to get lurker in. I expect a Ling Hydra all in, just because all the damage has been taken. That would make the most sense in my mind. But as I say that, more gases. Never mind, more gases are being taken. This is indicative of further tech, indicative of lurker tech and hive tech. Eba is amassing. He's amassing his army. Storm has yet to begin. That's a bit of an oversight here. Storm has not yet begun researching. These High Templar, they're gathering energy, but for nothing. Not at the moment. Ooh, Fleet Beacon. Fleet Beacon's on the way. Eba, he hasn't drawn in quite some time. He has all these bases, but mainly using them for larva. As he is massing up more lings, more hydras. And when do we notice that we have no storm? I'm even double checking myself here. Yeah, there's 7 High Templar. Oh god. There's 7 High Templar and 0 storm. Oh no. Eba can, he can win this. He can still win this game. He can crush this army. Without any storms, this army does nothing. Sure, there's 1 Archon. The station traps, they can't help. When will he notice? He'll notice when the fight happens. And yeah, it's the all-in. I assume these gases meant further attack, but he didn't even saturate. Didn't even saturate the gas. So the gases were fake. It's all or nothing. He's going for the all-in. So he's all-in here on 69 workers. Nice. On pure Ling Bane Hydra. No hive, no infestation bit, no lurker den, no nothing. And Eba, he can pull this off because why? Because there is no storm. 0 storms. Now, Eba, he could see this army and he may feel tentative about rushing in because of that. Now it is. Now he should know. Gerald, did he try to storm? Oh god, okay, he's about to try. No. But Eba, he's diving in. There we go, morphing the Archons. Now he realizes. And Eba, he can crush this. He can and he will. He takes down all the Archons. 1, 2, 3 Archons going down. Takes down the Oracle. Again, High Templar coming in. Eba must be wondering, hold up, where's the storm? What's going on? What's happening right now? Aha! And Eba, he will break the expansion. Yeah, the base will fall. From here, he can just keep on going. It's purely Stalkers to defend against Ling Hydra, which is not ideal. Anyway, snowballing out of control. He breaks on through. There we go. Storm finally begins at almost the 10-minute mark. Ay, ay, ay. Feels Storm, man. Feels Storm. Feels forgotten even. As Eva, he's pushing on through despite the shaky start to the game. We just persevere. The tenacity, baby. The Eva. Crazy. As Bailings, they take down the Artosis pylon. And again, Storm will not be a factor into this game. Despite that, yeah, already, yeah. Gerald, he even said it towards the end. He forgot Storm. GG, well played. And Eva will take game number 1. GG. Ay, ay, ay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're getting into the next game. Getting into game 2. Let's go. Whew. Getting into game number 2, and we'll see how this story ends as we're going to be loading into Tokamak. Oh boy. And we'll see. We'll see if we can we'll see if he can bounce back. Oh god. I mean, Gerald, he had a really strong start. He had a really strong start to the game. He killed 10 workers. He killed 4 queens. He was shutting down the links. Like, Gerald, he was looking dominant in that game. And then he didn't research Storm. And he acted like he did have it. As in, he had 7 High Templar. I mean, again, Gerald, he also emphasized that at the end of the game. But just really unfortunate there. That would have been the difference between winning and losing. And with that, we're getting to our next game. We're getting into game number 2 and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Tokamak. We have the Polish Protoss player, the green Protoss, representing Streamer Zone. It is Gerald. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the blue Zerg player, the blue Zerg himself, representing the Platinum Heroes, the land of the UK, leading the series 1-0. It is Eva. Let's go. Let us go as we are settling into our second game. And again, Eva, I mean, shout out to Eva for, again, persevering. As we mentioned, because he had taken so much damage, it makes sense for Eva to go for an all-in. So he went for straight up a Ling, Bane, Hydra all-in. No further tech, no further droning. He cut workers at 69. Nice. And again, he did not take up or throw down anything else, not even working on upgrades. Bear that in mind as well. Just pure Ling, Bane, Hydra. And unfortunately, Gerald, despite his amazing starts, did forget some tech. Now, I don't expect that to happen again. This time, I'm sure that Gerald, he's going to be tightening things up and securing himself and making sure that he is solid and ready for what's to come. I'm sure that Gerald, he will be making sure that he doesn't forget something like that again. Whether it's Storm, whether it's Charge, whether it's upgrades. I'm sure Gerald, he is going to be on top of that. Here we go. As we are coming down, we do have our hatch gas pool, standard open out of Eva. Eva force take the unnatural natural. And welcome one and all to Tokamak. Tokamak is one of the larger defensive maps in the map pool. I'll remember the tuna, don't worry. God damn it. But one of the larger, more defensive maps, and because of that, I do favor Gerald coming into this when it comes to securing himself on 3 and 4 bases. Again, as I was mentioning before, like Gerald, he just has to tighten up his play a little bit here, replicate his success in the last game, and he should be fine. From the side of Eva, he has to lock in. He has to lock in when it comes to his early game defense. The amount of damage that the Oracles dealt in game 1 was brutal. Should not have happened. So it's going to be on Eva here to keep up with his queen control, with his queen movements, with his queen positioning, with his spores as well. Mainly queen movements is what I should say. So we are setting up. We are going to be setting up here. Likewise, Stargate opener once again by Gerald. And again, we don't really expect Gerald to deviate. Like, he's not really too much of a cheesy player. So Stargate, Oracle, third base, +1 blink is what we're expecting here from our Protoss player. Eva, he has shown us that he is willing to go for these all-ins. I do think that the all-in was more of a response just because of the rough early game, though. I feel like typically Eva does want to play out a more standard setup. If he's able to get a cleaner early game, that's what we should be expecting out of Eva. Now, though, the Upside do shade into the main. They can threaten the low ground. They can and they will. as they look to poke in once again. So far, the Queens are keeping up, but say Shade into the mineral line. Yeah, nice position here behind said mineral line. Getting one drone kill so far. Getting the one. Likewise, trades well against the Lings. Takes down 7 Lings so far. That's a Lings. It's a lot of Lings going down at the same time. It up Shades into the natural. Spore's not ready. Oh, the Spore was not ready. Eba, he was distracted. Yeah, GG gets called. Ay, ay, ay. It happens. The Adept Harass was causing Eba to, again, be distracted. No Spore in the main, no Spore at the natural. It does happen. And with that, GG, Gerald, he does tie things up 1-1. Whew. GG, well played. With that, we are going to the ace match, and we'll see how this story ends. Again, it's one of those things where, I mean, there are certain timings, there are certain things that you have to have in the back of your mind. Even when you're busy dealing with this aggression, dealing with this harassment, you need to be on top of certain things like your queen timings and your Spore timings as well. Otherwise, the oracles will just tear you apart. Unfortunately, because Eba was hyperfixated on that adept defense, the Spores did slip his mind. The Spores and the queen defense, it all did slip his mind, and with that, GG. GG well played. The early game can be very intense, very unforgiving, very brutal when it comes to Adept and Oracle defense. And we'll see if we can time things up here as we get into the ace match. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Maganatha, we have the Polish Protoss player, the green Protoss, representing Streamer Zone. Tying up the series, it is Gerald. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the blue Zerg player, the blue Zerg player himself, representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Eba from the UK. Let's go. Let us go. As we are going to be settling into the largest map in the map pool. You don't get larger than Maganatha. I haven't double checked actually, but this might even be a larger map than Neo-Violet Square, to be honest. Like, it is huge when it comes to the amount of bases, when it comes to the rush distance by ground, the distance, the terrain itself. But what I will say, as opposed to maps like Neo-Violet Square, is that the bases are very spread out. They're very spread out, so it can be difficult to defend these bases. Likewise, a lot of attack paths, a lot of different angles of attack as well, can make it more difficult to turtle on Maganatha, at least more so than the previous maps in the previous map pool. So we'll see how our players will approach this. And again, I'm hoping for a back and forth mid-game here. But so far, Gerald, he has excelled in the early game. Both in Game 1 and in Game 2, Gerald, when it comes to his Adept and Oracle Harass, it's been something that Eba has been having a harder time keeping up with. Has been having a harder time. Now, because the rush distance by ground is longer, it does mean that Adepts take longer to get across the map, which means Eba should have a cleaner defense. At least I would hope so. We'll keep an eye on Eba. Setting up. So we're not going to be setting up here. Likewise, Stargates in the main, to be expected. Adepts are moving out. And again, it's on Eba to keep up. God damn it. after the series, we'll put the tuna to bed, put him to rest. We'll set him aside. So probably setting up. Remember, 2 Adepts taking 1-shot drones, so the 2 Adepts are moving in. They are going to be threatening a dive. Gerald, he does get into the mineral line already. 1, 2, 3 drones going down. This Already a rough start here for Eva, getting 3 drone kills, and the Adepts, they are on full HP and full shields as they shade into the main, and this is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand here. 5 drone kills. Now the Spore is on the way, so Eva, he's a lot more attentive this time. Oracle into the main. Spore is almost done, but not quite yet. There we go. The Queens here rotate to compensate. Getting another drone, getting another 2 workers. 7 in total. But Eva, he is holding on. Likewise, Lings get across the map. I mean, because the Adepts did fall, the pylon is exposed. Not bad. Takes on the pylon. Oh, good. So, setting up. Oh, it looks like someone may have slipped into the lobby. Yeah. Looks like someone slipped in. Can I, like, block this person? There we go. But we'll do our best to remove him. Shout out to the real Maralecos. The real Maralecos, he is... Oh, just poke in. But the real one, he's a German caster. He's a German caster. He's a nice guy, but it looks like someone is pretending to be a different caster. So we will get rid of him. Yo, we haven't seen someone impersonate a caster in a while. Actually, I think this is the first one this year. Ah, there you go. It's just like the EPT Open Cups. But oh, and this is the problem here, is that unfortunately he may, yeah, he's gonna be lagging out. The problem is that I don't think the players obviously don't know, so hopefully that doesn't impact the game too much. But it is a shame. So far, we're going to be settling in. Double Adept in towards that 3rd. A couple drone kills so far, getting up to 3. Another 4 drones going down. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, there we go. We are gonna remake. All good, all good. We are gonna remake, rehost, and this time it should just be the regular casters. It's all good. It's all good. Beautiful, beautiful. So we can resume from replay. This time with our regular casters. But usually whenever something like that happens, it's usually like someone that's like betting on games, so they want like insider information, or they want to like see games ahead of time to, like, you know, to do that sort of thing. Here we go. Here we go. They haven't retired for EWC. True, true. They haven't retired. Oh no. Did the imports make the game? Yeah. It's all good. It happens. It's also on us. We should have realized that someone weird had joined the lobby. I was otherwise distracted. So it's also on us. We'll do our best. Do our best to make sure that doesn't happen. we go. We are jumping back into our game. Whew, okay, so first things first, so where were we? So Gerald, he had a really strong early game when it came to harassing, when it came to getting 800 damage. From here, Eva, he is trying to stabilize, getting into zone 3 base economy. Once again, going Ling Hydra as his unit composition. Once again, he does skip his roaches. This is more ideal against Blink Stalker based compositions, but ooh, Storm is on the way. This time, Gerald, he will not forget. This time, he is on top of this. Let's go. Here we go. So oracles are going to be forced back. And we're setting up for a longer macro game here. Let's go. We're setting up for a longer macro game. We just see Eva going into his Ling Hydra lurker based composition, getting another expansion, starting to work up towards Hive Tech. Gerald, he's poking out that is true, but this shouldn't really threaten the bases of Eva. We are setting up for a longer game state here. Storm is ready this time for the move out of Gerald. Does hit that natural. Does hit the fourth, I should say. Threatens a mineral line. Gerald's moving in. Storms are going to be ready. With 2 storms, I mean, he can threaten the base. Yeah, but he can't quite engage. And not quite like this. Storm popping off. Massive storms here on the Hydras. Starting back the army. Oof. Eva does start to step forward, takes down the Archons. Does catch a couple of Archons, does pick away at the Stalkers. As Eva is kiting back. I mean, so far these have still been some brutal trades. Does take the Archons and the High Templar. Has bled all of his Lings. Hydras are exposed. Eva, he should have enough to hold on. As they come in to reinforce. And so far, Eva forced back. There we go. The Lunkers are on the way. And with that, Eva, he will hold. Whew. In doing so, Gerald, he pulls back. He pulls back. He pulls away. From here, we can start taking up even further. We'll see if we throw down a Stargate or a Fleet Beacon. Gerald's committing to his ground army. But as the lurker count builds up, that's when Sky Toss is going to be necessary. Or a heavy robo composition, which isn't really here yet. It's also getting called out. And moving in on the right hand side, or towards the south side, I should say. And we're almost setting up for a pseudo base trade here. I mean, that's a lot of High Templar across the map. Do we recall? It's too late to recall. Zel's going to be completely shot down. High Templar gets 1 storm off. Does get the 1 storm. There we go. 2nd storm as well. Gerald, he does not yet turn around. But the lurkers are pushing in. And the base is going to fall. And Gerald back at home is not really achieving anything here. Moving in towards the bases, trying to catch whatever he can, but he has no detection. Lurkers, they defend. And they attack. And Eva, I mean, takes down the third expansion. From here, we can just keep on pushing, but there are a lot of storms here back at home. Speaking of, storms, they pop up. Storms do pop up. 1 lurker does get targeted. Tempest has arrived. Behind us, Eva switching into Sky Toss, going for more Tempest. So Geralt even. Eva does rotate towards the 4th base. It's being shut down. Some expensive losses here for Eva. Lurkers, they keep moving in. Going for the Cyber Core. We'll see if they can. As all these lurkers are going to go down. Eva coming in to reinforce, going for the Tempest. Just try to rush in. And one Tempest up. Oh, can he get it? Oh my god, barely can. Takes down the Tempest. Lurkers are in position. And remember, there is no observer here. There's no detection. Wow, zero detection. Tempest rallies in. Eva pushing through. We're breaking down that Twilight Council. Takes down the Council. Oracle's being built. Eva, he's so close to breaking Gerald. So close. Oh, his rally was getting caught out. His rally was getting caught. Lurkers are exposed. And with that, Eva's being cleaned up. And there's that second revelation. Oh, and Gerald, he's now on 4 bases. He's got his 3rd fully operational, his 4th fully operational. He maintained and retained all those stalkers, and Eva, he was all in. I should say, he is all in. Is all in with this. No hive. These are lair tech lurkers, no hive tech, no upgrades. Just only +1. That was meant to end the game, and it almost did. Almost did end the game. But the longer this goes on, the better it is for Gerald. Lurkers have any upgrades? No, it's an all-in. Those are asking in the chat. Zelta head towards the bases. They force back Eva. They delay his push. Getting 8, 9 more drone kills. Ay. And Gerald just buying more time. Takes down 10 workers. Distracts Eva. Trades against the Hydras. And Gerald, he's gonna get a hit. He's getting out of control. Not like this. Yes, from here, Gerald, he's maxed. He's now reached max capacity here. I mean, he's made it. His goal was to weather the storm, and he has. And Eva, he has no longevity in this game. He has no longevity. He has no answer to a Skytross army. He's trying to push forward. I'm trying to. Yeah, more lurkers. Yeah, more lurkers going down. I mean, Eva, he's close to maxing out, and he can still potentially end the game with a maxed out army. But it's one big fight that Eva's hoping for. Oh, God, not like this. Mass revelation, we get a full surround, and this army is going to get completely swallowed up. Eva, he will lose the entire lurker force. At the same time, coming in with his Hydras. Dust coming from behind. Oh, God, but the storms are brutal. And GG gets called as Eva, he runs out of steam, and Gerald, he will take the series 2-1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. We'll take the series, we'll advance on. And with that, congratulations. Gerald, he does advance on to the next round. Meanwhile... meanwhile, we do see Eva, he is knocked out. He's knocked out of the tournament. Again, he was able to hold his own, but in general, in the early game was really brutal for Eva. Game 1, Game 2, and even in Game 3 as well, Gerald, he had a very comfortable lead for himself, able to wreak havoc, get drone kills, and put Eva in a brutal position. And we'll see where that leads us as we are heading over to the America server, as we're going to be following Gerald into the next round.